When Kaiju collide, Godzilla versus the ultimate foe. The video opens with a sweeping shot of a sprawling city skyline at twilight. Skyscrapers pierce the evening sky, their lights flickering uncertainly. Shadows creep across the buildings as if foretelling an impending doom. The distant sound of sirens wails softly, growing gradually louder. Ominous music swells, building tension with each note. Hey there, fellow monster enthusiasts. Ever wondered what happens when the king of monsters faces off against an adversary unlike any he's ever encountered? Well, grab your popcorn and settle in, because today we're diving headfirst into the epic showdown. Godzilla versus the ultimate foe. Welcome to the wild and wonderful world of Kaiju. Those gigantic creatures that have been stomping their way through cities and our hearts for decades. From the depths of the ocean to the far reaches of space, these colossal beasts have captivated our imaginations and kept us on the edges of our seats. But among all these titans, one name reigns supreme: Godzilla. He's been a destroyer, a protector, and everything in between. But what happens when a new threat emerges, one that could challenge his throne? Let's dive in and find out. First things first, let's rewind the clock and chat about how our scaly friend Godzilla came to be. Back in 1954, in the wake of nuclear testing during the Cold War era, Godzilla was born, or rather, awakened. He wasn't just a monster, he was a walking, roaring symbol of the dangers of nuclear proliferation. Japan, having felt the devastating effects of atomic bombs, channeled that fear and trauma into creating this behemoth, a creature that couldn't be ignored. Over the years, Godzilla evolved, not just physically, with new abilities and forms, but in his role as well. Initially portrayed as a villainous force of nature leveling cities without a second thought, he gradually became an anti-hero, and sometimes even humanity's unlikely savior. Remember when he took on King Ghidorah, the three-headed dragon from space? Or when he battled Mothra, the giant mystical moth? Each epic showdown wasn't just about monster versus monster. It was about Godzilla finding his place in the world, and us finding our place alongside, or against, him. Culturally, Godzilla is a titan in more ways than one. He's not just a Japanese icon, he's a global phenomenon. From toys and video games to Hollywood adaptations, his impact on pop culture is undeniable. He's inspired generations of filmmakers, artists, and fans, becoming a symbol of our fears, our hubris, and sometimes, our hope. Alright, with Godzilla's backstory fresh in our minds, let's turn our gaze to the new kid on the block, the ultimate foe. It all starts with mysterious anomalies popping up around the globe. Oceans boiling in certain spots, strange electromagnetic pulses knocking out satellites, and seismic readings off the charts. Scientists are baffled, governments are on high alert, and the internet? Well, it's ablaze with conspiracy theories and doomsday predictions. Enter the ultimate foe, a creature unlike anything we've seen before. Picture this. Towering over even Godzilla, with a hide that's impervious to conventional weapons, and abilities that defy the laws of physics. Maybe it harnesses dark energy, or perhaps it can manipulate the elements. Compared to past adversaries like Mechagodzilla or Destoroyah, this new beast makes them look like mere sidekicks. The potential danger isn't just another flattened city, it's the possible extinction of humanity and the dethroning of Godzilla himself. Now, let's shift gears and talk about the little guys, as humans. Our characters react in all sorts of ways. Dr. Reyes sees the anomalies as a puzzle to be solved, diving deep into research. Captain Tanaka gears up for the worst, rallying his troops and strategizing defense plans. Mia, on the other hand, is busy uncovering government secrets from her bedroom. Globally, nations are scrambling. There are emergency meetings, debates at the United Nations, and whispers of activating forbidden weapons. The moral dilemma is real. Do we dare hope that Godzilla, a creature who's both destroyed and saved us, will step in again? Can we risk depending on a force we can't control? Emotions run high as cities prepare for the worst. Parents cling to their children, friends say tearful goodbyes, and everyone holds their breath, waiting for what's to come. The setting. Neon City, a bustling metropolis by the sea, inspired by Tokyo and New York's skylines. Without warning, the ultimate foe erupts from beneath the ocean waves, sending a massive tsunami crashing into Neon City's harbor. Ships are tossed like toys, and buildings near the shoreline crumble like sandcastles. The military steps in, jets, tanks, drones, you name it. But their attacks barely scratch the beast. Just when all seems lost, a familiar roar echoes through the air. The two titans face off, and it's a sight to behold. Godzilla unleashes his atomic breath, but the foe counters with a blast of its own. Streets split open, skyscrapers topple, and the city becomes an arena of destruction. After a grueling battle, both monsters seem evenly matched. Exhausted and injured, they retreat, Godzilla back into the sea, and the ultimate foe disappearing into the shadows. The city lies in ruins, and the world realizes this is just the beginning. Back at HQ, our heroes are racing against time to uncover any information that could help. They discover that the ultimate foe isn't just a random mutation or alien invader. It's connected to ancient prophecies, a creature awakened by the planet itself as a response to humanity's mistreatment of the environment. Gaia's ultimate guardian or punisher, depending on your perspective. This revelation hits hard. If humanity's actions led to this, what's our responsibility now? Can we find a way to stop it without causing more harm? Dr. Reyes proposes a daring plan. Instead of trying to destroy the creature, maybe they can find a way to weaken it by restoring balance to affected ecosystems. But they also realize that aiding Godzilla might be their best bet. Just when things couldn't get more intense, rumors start circulating about other kaiju stirring. People are divided. Some see them as potential allies, others fear an even greater catastrophe. Captain Tanaka suggests forming a coordinated effort, potentially luring these kaiju to assist Godzilla. Dr. Reyes is cautious but sees the potential. Meanwhile, Mia uncovers classified files hinting at a secret organization attempting to control kaiju using advanced technology. Time is running out. The team decides to move forward with their plan, aware of the risks but determined to prevent total annihilation. The stage is set for the ultimate battle. Godzilla arrives first, emanating a newfound energy, thanks in part to the team's efforts. Mothra and Rodan appear shortly after, their alliances tentative but hopeful. The ultimate foe emerges, more formidable than ever. The battle is a spectacle of epic proportions. Godzilla and his allies coordinate attacks, utilizing their unique abilities. Mothra blinds the foe with dazzling scales, Rodan dives with sonic booms, while Godzilla strikes with enhanced atomic breath. But the foe adapts quickly, countering their moves and pushing them back. Just when defeat seems imminent, an unexpected twist occurs. Mia, using her hacking skills, manages to disable the secret organization's disruptive technology that was hindering the kaiju's natural abilities. With their full strength restored, our kaiju heroes gain the upper hand. In a climactic moment, Godzilla taps into an ancient energy source deep within the Earth, igniting a new, more powerful form. Let's call it Earth-Fire Godzilla. The ultimate foe is overwhelmed, its elemental form destabilizing. With one final combined effort, the kaiju allies defeat the foe, triggering a massive but controlled explosion that lights up the sky. As the dust settles, silence blankets the battlefield. Godzilla stands amidst the wreckage, breathing heavily but victorious. The ultimate foe is gone, dissipated into particles that drift harmlessly into the atmosphere. Godzilla, having fulfilled his role yet again, turns slowly and makes his way back to the sea. But before disappearing beneath the waves, he emits one last, echoing roar. In the aftermath, humanity begins the arduous task of rebuilding. Dr. Reyes advocates for a new approach to how we interact with the planet, emphasizing balance and respect. Captain Tanaka supports initiatives for global cooperation on environmental efforts. Mia becomes a voice for the younger generation, pushing for transparency and ethical practices in technology and government. There's a sense that this close brush with disaster has, in some ways, united humanity. From Godzilla's origins as a symbol of nuclear devastation to his role as Earth's unlikely guardian, this story has been a roller coaster of emotions and massive monster battles. Godzilla remains an enduring symbol, a colossal reminder that while we can't control the forces of nature, we can choose how we interact with them. What did you think about this epic clash? Do you believe Godzilla will always be there to bail us out, or is it time we step up and make some changes? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below with your favorite moment or any theories you have about future kaiju showdowns. A massive shout out to all the creators, artists, and storytellers who keep the world of kaiju alive and kicking. Your imaginations fuel our excitement and wonder. And of course, A huge thank you to all of you amazing viewers for joining me on this journey.